What's up, fam? Hope you're doing fantastic out there. Today we are taking a look at a sweet new offering from Berg Blades. This is one that I have been very, very excited about, and one that we're going to see me struggle with just a little bit. So as you can see, this is a left-handed knife, and we'll talk more about the struggle here in just a few minutes, but I do want to go ahead and talk about the knife in general. So we are taking a look at the Alpha. So this is a $325 to $335 knife. Uses MagnaCut, done at 61 to 62. So the 325 is the micarta liner lock version. There's also a frame lock version, which this one is. That's $315. And then the $335 carbon fiber with DLC, and that one is a liner lock as well. Blade length, you're looking at 3.6 inches, 3.5 inch cutting edge, 8 1/4 overall, and 5.1 ounces. So not too shabby on the weight there. Now, these are still available on the Berg Blades website. I believe that is the only place that they're still available. I have not been able to see them anywhere else. However, the lefty versions, or at least from what I could see, the lefty versions are not listed on the website. And I do believe that the actual frame lock version is sold out, but the other two variants are still available. The carbon fiber is one that I would definitely be interested in. So, again, I apologize. I'm not going to be using this knife as it's intended. As you can see there, I've got quite a bad burn on my finger. So using this knife left-handed, opening it, manipulating it left-handed is extremely painful. So I will be manipulating this knife with my right hand. I will do some, just some regular grip testing and things like that left-handed. But as far as the actual manipulation of the knife, I'm going to have to do it all right-handed. The action on it is phenomenal. So I'll go ahead and kind of just, show you guys a little bit here. So it does have a nice shake-shut action. And of course, you can manipulate it left-handed. It does work very well. You can front flip it here. Again, I'm trying to be careful, but yeah, you can. It does work very well. So it's just, again, I'm just not used to using my left hand. And then, of course, with my left hand being injured, it does kind of take it to a whole new level. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the knife up close and personal as per usual. Really nice, beautiful titanium. It is contoured and chamfered all the way around. Of course, we do have a full-length fuller here, and then some really interesting jimping. We'll talk about that jimping here in just a little bit. T8 and T10 hardware, I do believe. We'll double-check that here in just a little bit. Perfectly centered, really nice blade-to-handle ratio. Little quarter-length backspacer. Really nice, low-profile pocket clip. However, this pocket clip is this knife's downfall. This particular pocket clip does not work very well at all. It is extremely tight. If you wear anything other than like really thin basketball shorts, and even for me, basketball shorts, it's a little difficult in and out of the pocket. I'm not going to lie. So I do know that Rob's Nerdy Knives, so shout out to Rob. He took this apart and then used like some thick cardstock or something underneath the pocket clip. I guess the screws are long enough for you to be able to do it, or he used some longer screws or whatever, but he did space the pocket clip out slightly, which did allow him to be able to get this in, and use it normally. But I do think that they need to kind of do a V2 or a version 2 or offer a different pocket clip or something for these. I do think that was a miss for them on that. So if I do end up buying one, which I do plan on, I'm wondering if the liner lock versions are a little bit different, because I do know that the majority of these knives are liner locks. I'm wondering if this pocket clip was designed with the liner lock in mind, and that might be a little bit different. But anyway, I got to get my hands on one to find that out. Of course, typical frame lock, you do have a really nice cutout here, and it is nicely smoothed over, so chamfered very well. Really interesting look on the lock bar here. You don't see any external lock bar, any external notes that there's lock bar insert there. As you can see, there is a lock bar insert, but it is done internally, so it gives you a really nice, clean aesthetic there. Really great job on that. That's a wonderful, wonderful design feature. Go ahead and take a look at the blade itself. So taking a look here, we do have a flat ground MagnaCut blade with a hand satin flat and belt satin on the grind. Just typical branding there. You got the MagnaCut, and then you have the Berg Blades logo. Again, really nice fuller. I love how they did the fuller. Of course, that is done with like a blast inside the fuller. Jimping is fantastic. Very, very sharp jimping. Even though it's larger jimping, it feels really good in the fingers. Works really great. Plunge grind is not great. It looks like we do already, or we're already kind of working on getting a smile there. But again, you know, we're seeing it a lot here lately. The plunge grounds just kind of seem to be on the back burner for most of these companies. Really nice job on the sharpening, though. It looks like we've got good tip there. Let's go ahead and take a look at everything here. Yeah, I mean, the action on this thing is really sweet. Yeah, again, I'm trying to manipulate this thing right-handed is not fun. So, but it does work as long as I'm not sitting on the frame lock. You know, again, you hear Lefty talk about it all the time. As long as you don't press on that frame lock, you can flick these things out. But as far as that, you can really see that using the front flipper works really well for this, and it's a phenomenally well done front flipper, and I have no issues with the action on the knife at all. Feeling the hand is great. Again, I have to be kind of careful with how I'm gripping the knife over here on the left side, because that just puts that right in that bad spot on my hand. But I don't, honestly, even right there, I really don't feel it that bad. The jimping on the back of the blade is phenomenal. Absolutely great job here, and I really, really do enjoy this knife. So great job from Berg Blades. I don't know, you know, what their plan is for taking care of that pocket clip, or if that's something they're even looking at doing. But if they do, I would definitely like to see a revision on that. But other than that, let me know what you guys think. Is this one that you have picked up, and is this one that you've been looking at, or whatever? But let's go ahead and take a look at the hardware. All of our T8s look good so far. Let's check the pocket clip. T8's on the pocket clip as well. Great job on that. Like I said, I do believe that is, yeah, that's a T10. I think the T10's actually on here. Yep. T10 looks good. Yeah, no issues there. So great job on the great job on all of their tooling and everything. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you. Please remember to be kind, be humble, and be EDC. Y'all take care.